Thank you for choosing the right way. This is your host, the Matty Man, and I figured I'd get started off my first broadcast here. We're going to be talking about the Senate election. Apparently, uh, John Thune, I hope I said that name correctly, the Republican from South Dakota, has been elected Senate Majority Leader, setting the stage for him to replace retiring Senator Mitch McConnell from Kentucky, who has held the top Senate GOP leadership job for the past 18 years. Thume served as the Senate Republican whip, the number 2 ranking position in the Senate GOP leadership, and he's done this since 2019 and largely managed an operation of the Senate floor after McConnell suffered a concussion from a fall in 2023. Thume beat John Cornyn by a vote to 29-24, according to 2 sources familiar with the vote. Thume led after the first ballot. He won with 25 votes, while Cornyn carried 15 votes, and Donald Trump's pick, Rick Scott, collected 13 votes. Mr. Thume was quoted as saying, "I'm extremely honored to have earned the support of my colleagues to lead the Senate in the 119th Congress. I am beyond proud of the work we have done to secure our majority and the White House. This Republican team is united behind President Trump's agenda, and our work starts today." We'll have a conversation about a lot of things here, and we're not just going to kick it off with that. First off, congratulations to Senator Thume. Obviously, he earned it between his politicking, pun intended, with the Senate Republicans. And it is apparent that the Senate Republicans wanted to keep a Mitch McConnell-like leadership helm within the Senate, even though some of our more studious and tenured senators preferred somebody not in that agenda. So we need to have a discussion about this. Give me just 1 second here. I'm about to be where I need to be. And that would be with the election map here. I'm going to start with the election map here. Trump won with 312 to 226 over Harris in the Electoral College. 75,500,000 and let's just say 89,000 votes. Let's just round them up, and I'll do the same thing for Kamala Harris at 72,443,000 votes. So basically 50.2, which was the number he needed to win, against 48.1, and I don't know what's happened to the other 2%. Don't particularly care for it anyway. It doesn't matter. Probably the 2% went to the independents and so on and so forth, and everybody else that was running on the ballot. But what this expresses, the fact that we have 52 senators, 52 Republicans in the Senate, to the Democrats 45. Hang on, let me make sure I got that one correct. Just give me a second here. I want to make sure I got everything right. I'm sorry, we have 53 to 47. 53 to 47 in the Senate. Now let's go to the House. 217 to 207. Now we don't have a We don't have a filibuster-proof majority in either one of them, but we do have the majority. That means the majority of we the people showed up and voted like we needed them to do. Now, Donald Trump has a couple of moderate requests for who he wants in leadership in the House. Now, we didn't exactly get it done in the Senate, but let's definitely get it done in the House. Why? Because Donald Trump not only won the Electoral College convincingly, he won with the popular vote. There is no argument this year. There is nothing. You will not find anybody with the stop the Electoral College, end the Electoral, abolish the Electoral College. That's not happening this year. Donald Trump won the popular vote and the Electoral College. Almost a landslide. I'm not calling it a landslide because he needed to win at least 2 more states for me to consider it a landslide. Just because of the electoral votes that the states he lost carried. In other words, a little bit of a slip up here or there along the swing states, and we would be talking about congratulations, Kamala Harris On becoming the 47th president, the first female ever elected president, the first female ever elected blah, 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 blah. That whole story is gone. And that story is gone because we, the people, showed up. That's correct. We, the people, showed up. Now, what does all of this mean? What does all this mean? In 2 years, we're going to be having this conversation again, and you don't want to be on the wrong side of it. Because I don't want this to just be a movement. This needs to be a revolution in conservative thought, conservative values. We've tried the other way. And what has the other way gotten us? More wars, more poverty, higher inflation, higher unemployment, regardless of what they're trying to sell on the left. So, with that being said, Donald Trump has another request for House leadership. And we, the people, are watching. Some of us are keeping receipts. I've got receipts from 2008. I've got receipts from 2010. I have receipts from 2012, 2014, 2016, 2018, and 2020. And I also have some receipts from 2022. I remember good and damn well the absolute ridiculous commentary coming from the left after every victory. Oh, this is the majority, the people have spoken, we have an agenda, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's 2024, the people have spoken loudly. And the only states Donald Trump did not win are states that required voter ID. That did not require voter ID. Every state in the union with voter ID, Donald Trump won handily. Every state in the union with voter ID, even if the Republicans didn't win, it was a very close battle, had everybody worried. So just understand that going into 2022, Donald Trump has some mild requests. It might behoove you to honor them. Because a lot of us remember 2008. Well, you just need to take a little less so others can have something. We remember 2010. We got Obamacare passed even if we lost. That was still a thumb up. We remember 2012. The 1980s called, they want their policy back. Look where we're sitting right now. Remember 2014. Our message was bad, their message was overwhelming. I remember 2016 when Donald Trump won out of nowhere over Hillary Clinton. I remember 2018 when he held off the incumbent purge. I remember 2020, and I now believe wholeheartedly that there were some errors in the election. Now, I'm not going to say it was stolen because that'll get everything all screwed up on the algorithm. But the fact of the matter is, comparatively speaking, 4 years later, 2020 looks like an overall irregular vote all the way across the board. And more importantly, when 2022 kicks around, we the people are going to be right there remembering that as well. So, with that in mind, senators, congressmen, there's a program out there and you might want to get with it. This short has been brought to you by absolutely no one except my heart, soul, and passion. And I would like to thank you if you've listened this far. Thank you very much. I look forward to dropping some more videos on you. Next time on The Right Way. Take care and God bless.